I might sound old now, it's 30 years ago, it was 96, and we had, it was the first contest at Raglan. And it was smoking that day, that comp. And, we had, it's just, having it here in New Zealand is such a big deal. You guys don't realise.
We're feeling so stoked to be in this wonderful country here in New Zealand, scoring some fun surf the last few days here in Manu Bay, and still running through some heats here on opening day of competition. This is an all-Australian battle. E.Ewing taking on M.Cibilic. These guys hustling for a quick start here. Morgan crushing sections, a lot of speed as he drives into the lip line. Beautiful connection there. Morgan hits it off the roof again, and now a climb to finish, knowing that he's got a huge heat, taking on world number 4, E.Ewing.
These guys were battling for 5s and 6s right up until the very end. Morg's already finding that. Love that floater. The amount of time that he spent on that lip line, he was really just projecting and holding it up there. Then came through here. One thing to note is he's not trying to surf out of the pocket. He's staying really nice and tight. As soon as there's a steep section, he's capitalizing. Maybe slightly out of rhythm through that last end bit, but as far as this wave goes, he surfed it really beautifully. Gave us variety as well, from floaters to calves to snaps to Rios. So Morg's just yet again showing us that he means business here.
I almost feel like Morgan feels more comfortable in a way against big names. M.Cibilic pick up this wave. 6.83 on the opener, and already on his second scoring ride. He was kind of looking at what Ethan was doing, now committing to the wall. Ends up throwing that one away. But Jesse, really impressed with Morgan's quick start, especially since he was having a tough time at home in Australia throughout those events, where he seems to really go all out against the big names. Looks like Morgan's going to pick up a third wave here again. Looks back to see what Ethan's up to and decides to hop out. Maz, can you relate to that at all? Seeing what Morgan can do against, the bigger names of the sport, and why that might free him up.
Yes, there is. Yep, big festival in the vineyards. Yeah, it's really cool.
Oh, fantastic! Come check it out here in New Zealand as we'll look at Morgan on this last wave. Jesse,
Morgs is surfing so fast on what is relatively a small wave in comparison to what we saw from this morning. Obviously, this is a bit of a dying swell right now. But I love the fact that he's staying so busy, and what he did in his heat. He was just catching so many waves and surfing these waves up. That is what Morgs is doing. Eth here, you could see he pulled off on one before this, but then started to find his momentum on this wave. Loved that last turn, just how vertical he got into it. Patiently waited for that last section there, and then it shut down the line here for Ethan.
But yeah, on your backhand, it's that. Who we're coming up next with, Connor, like he did that really well in the Gold Coast. Like Snapper, he was impressive.
Maybe some of the biggest backside turns.
Just so powerful, like incredible, like so powerful. Yeah, it was really impressive.
Beam into that crowd. So stoked, carrying that energy over here to Manu Bay. Let's get into the flow and rhythm of E.Ewing pacing himself here, looking to better a 1.93. Always stylish, always controlled off the bottom, throws some water off that DHD. Climbs over that section and steps off. Remember the situation, he's chasing M.Cibilic. Who's been favored as we watch this?
During the New Zealand comps, it's usually been backsiders who have won all the comps. Luke Sederman's won a few on his forehand in his prime. Like we were saying in the break, I'm just really excited to see Connor surf with all his power out here, and Cole and
as we watch now live action, M.Cibilic on his 7th wave so far, made the top 5 in his rookie season. Nice blast there, total control, ripping sections apart. His coach, a solid goofy footer from North Narrabeen, Nathan Hedge, gave him some strong words before this heat. As he's loaded up and just chucks the reverse out, ends up losing the wave, so he won't get credit for that rotation. Guys like Tom Kern around the world, now one of the great coaches working with the Australians like M.Cibilic. You can see Morgan's had this tactic a lot. He kind of catches a wave, see what Ethan's up to, looking for sets, and then he commits, Jesse.
Yeah, I love this inside track here. He's really finding a lot of his points just by going crazy, even if it's in 3 moments. But
Morgan, his backhand is... I knew it was good, but he's surfing money bay amazing.
Oh, crazy combinations from M.Cibilic. E.Ewing, world number 4, has a nice easy pace. Needs to build, though. Needs a 7.83, trying to crush that section, but he goes straight down. E.Ewing.
Just going to pick this one up down the line.
Ethan getting started. Quick fan off the tail. Easy backhand float. Off the bottom. Fin chuck into reverse. Does get the rotation and steps off.
Power, power, power. Like, he just did not hold back at all. Ethan did really well to find this one down the line after a fall. Can see there's not much difference in between power for these two guys. Ethan.
Nice fade. This one could grow for him. Hugging the wall. And the man representing Meriwether Beach just attacks that lip. Nice transition off the bottom. Building down the line with energy. Good snap again. Wall staying open for Cibilic. Snap to slide. Hangs onto it. Coils up again and has found some great sections. Opens up with an aggressive backhand climb. Just the energy is electric out of M.Cibilic.
I think Hoggy's right. I think he's one of the favourites.
Maz Quinn backing that. And as far as changing gears backhand, Maz, I mean, he has a lot of options he can reach to. I just love that aggressive climb. Morgan in their brackets and wondering what was going wrong. And this is the Morgan everyone was expecting at the start of the season.
Oh, absolutely. Just with how dominant he was on the Challenger Series, let alone that, how dominant he was in his wildcards last year in the CT events. Morgs just went absolutely ballistic on this wave. I love those, especially those last 3 turns where...
As we look at an important time for Ewing, 2:50 to go. He's got to act now. All fill-in work. He's just hoping this thing grows into a big open wall down the line here at Manu Bay. And the man from Stradbroke just putting it together, trying to really push hard in the pocket and just a little off, trying to force a fin drift, and still everything going Morgan's way.
Scratcher surfing, and like I mentioned, I feel like he easily could have won this heat if he had a similar game plan to Morgs here, Mads.
Well, it just goes to show anyone in this tour can win a comp, and the level is so high.
2 best waves of the heat, both for M.Cibilic. A very convincing win. Even had a 3rd throwaway that was higher than Ethan's best score. Total domination from the man from Newcastle.
Morgan. Mate. Congrats, brother. Like, you just, like, at the start of that heat, it was like you just dropped the clutch and just did a hell burnout out of the car park. Just got going straight off the bat. You know, dogged for the inside, but made it count as well.
Oh, I got so lucky. I feel like there hasn't been too many waves that'll let you get up and over on the first section, and my very first one just let me do that and then stayed steep. And I don't know, that heat was such a hard heat to surf, man. Like, I feel just a little bit bad for Eve because it's just like you don't even know what the waves are going to do when you're standing up on them. And then, like, when the good ones come through, they're just like an amazing canvas to rip. But I feel like I stood up on 10 waves and flicked off 8 of them. So I've got a bit lucky there, so stoked to get through.
Well, the 2 you didn't flick off were complete demo jobs, mate. The backhand's looking like a weapon of mass destruction right now. You're one of the few surfers that can really generate power through the lip of this wave at the moment. Like, how good does it feel to just be able to unwind on a wave face like that?
It feels good. Like, I don't know. I feel like I've had a pretty rough trot with waves so far this year in my heats, and it just feels really good to just get the ball rolling and actually catch a few decent waves in my heats. And yeah, I don't know. I've always liked my backhand for some weird reason, and I don't know, this wave just really seems to suit me, especially like at this size. It feels good. So yeah, hopefully keep going through the competition.
Yeah, man, and we've seen your backhand before, how strong it is at Narrabeen, at Rotto. Another guy who went well at Rotto on his backhand was Liam O'Brien. That's who you're going to be matching up with in the next one. Yeah,
I know. I'm so stoked. I just saw him in the locker room. It's going to be an epic heat, and I know it's just like pretty classic. Like, we grew up like surfing in the contest together, traveling together our whole entire lives, and now we get to surf another heat on the CT together in the round of 16, and at least one of us is going to get through. It's going to be fun heat for sure.
Yeah, it'll be great to watch, man. Both of you guys are on fire at the moment. It's great to see you get some momentum after a slow start to this year, and well done, mate. Some sick surfing in that one. I love that. Noon up, just bam! Bird alert.
Cheers, Bono. Good to get out of that. Well, hopefully out of that first round for indefinitely. Hopefully never go back into that thing, and hopefully keep getting a few results this year, and keep it going. Come on.
Good on you, brother. Let's go.
Let's go.